Well met, and good fortune to you. These precious gems can be traded for valuable rewards. Goodbye, my friend.
I heard the commotion out there, and somehow I knew it was you. I can't tell you how good it is to see you, my illustrious friend. As you can see, we are in dire straits here, and it's on the verge of getting even worse. That fiend Alik'r is here. With Wafa dead, he has the withered hand dedicated to his own twisted designs. He seeks power. Reason they aren't raising these people. It's because Alik'r plans to turn himself into a lich. He has corrupted one of the Ansei wards, and he's using some kind of necromantic focuses to channel energy from the dead for a ritual he's conducting in the lighthouse. He says this... I believe it's best to destroy the focuses first. Alik'r's minions have been piling the dead around them, and they seem to be channeling energy for the ritual. Destroy the focuses, then go to the lighthouse and find a way to disrupt Alik'r's ritual. When we arrived, the necromancers had already killed everyone. We snuck up to spy on them, and I saw Alik'r. Evil has twisted his features, but I knew him. He was ranting about this ritual to become a lich. We attacked, but you see how that went. Yes, he and Uwafa both. Since we were knee-high to a dune beetle. We studied together, but they were always sadistic, obsessed with death. That was before their father turned, of course. If only we had killed them all back then. My father sent me here because he feared the withered hand might target our navy. I don't think that's why they came, though. It seems that many centuries ago, this was the home of one of the Ansei who sacrificed themselves to create the wards. I suspect it has something to do with Alik'r's plan to become a lich. If this is where the Ansei was born, perhaps Alik'r had to bring the ward here in order to corrupt it. That's just my theory, of course. Not good, I'm afraid. Rumors about the Ansei wards being stolen run rampant, and every day there are new reports of risen dead. The crowns and some forebears are calling for my father to step down. There's even talk of rebellion.
It is an honor to meet you. Prince Azah has told me of your deeds in Sentinel, and I know you have General Thoda's respect as well. With you here, I think our chances of surviving this have improved tenfold. Thank you for bringing me this message, albeit the Scholar's apprentice was lost to me in the fighting. Regrettably, I fear that young Shiri was most likely slain. Of course, until you arrived, I believed we would soon share her fate.
A fool refuses to trade with fezzes.
have need of a...
You've come too late! The ritual has begun and you cannot strike me down! You are the one who killed my brother Uafa, are you not? I will grant that you are likely a formidable foe. But once I become a lich, I will burn you to cinders. There's nothing you can do to stop me now! The ritual has begun, and I am already bound to the Ansei ward as it is bound to me! If you strike me down, the blade will be shattered!
You broke the Ansei ward. You think that will stop me? I am not finished.
After so many centuries, it is a wonder I can still be surprised. I could not abide the necromancer corrupting my ward, but I was powerless to stop him. Your actions have shattered the blade, but you made the right choice. You have my gratitude. Shattering the blade was the only way, albeit there were consequences. Necromantic energy was released, causing the dead of Tava's blessing to rise. The necromancer himself is not a lich, but he has become a powerful spirit. No, he cannot be slain now. There is a way, but I am fading. With the ward broken, my strength wanes quickly. I will presently go to the far shores unless you can reforge the blade. We need the gods' favor. For Tava, capture the desert wind. For Morwa, get the milk of a goat. And for Zet, gather the earth from a fallen warrior's grave. With these elements, reforge the blade. Then bring it to the Ansei shrine.
You are undone by your own heroics, dog. I am rich, but I have an army of undead. die. You will die, and then you will join my army. Meddled with my affairs long enough. It is time to end this.
Yes, the time has come to end this evil.
What are you doing here? Your ward is broken, Ansei. You are no threat to me.
Now, take the ward and use it to trap Alik'r.
What are you doing? No!
I feared that after all these years, my sacrifice would prove to be of no avail, but you performed admirably. We cannot kill that necromancer, but he will trouble us no more. He became some kind of specter, and he bound himself to my ward, but that allowed me to imprison him within it. He is contained now. The important thing is that the ward is restored and can again protect the Alik'r desert. For that, I thank you. I sense that the third ward is in the greatest peril of all. The sibling of the necromancer who came here is far more skilled in the dark arts, far more dangerous, and far more ambitious. The sibling I speak of has not been slain, and has possession of the third Ansei ward, but I cannot sense its location. Despite our victory here, the Alik'r desert is still in danger. Whatever has befallen, you must recover the third ward. I do not know, but trust your destiny, for it will lead you where you need to be. First, though, you must secure my ward. Find someone you can entrust with its keeping. I sense that we will meet again. May the gods watch over you until then.
What foulness is afoot now? The dead have risen? I thought Alik'r was purposefully not raising them. Are we too late? Has Alik'r made himself into a lich? He's not? Oh, we should rejoice then! That bastard! I relish the knowledge of his defeat. Without him, the rest of these necromancers do not concern me. Not in the least. What of the Ansei ward? Do you have it? And you brought it to me? That's quite an honor. I promise you, for as long as I live, it will not fall into enemy hands again. Now, only the final Ansei ward remains. But if Uwafa and Alik'r are gone, who has it? Another sibling? But who could that be? Wait, Satura did have another child, a very young daughter. I remember her now, nipping at her brother's heels. I do not remember her name. Somehow we must find her, though.
I think I know where to find the third Ansei ward. It seems the necromancer Alik'r underestimated you. I was hiding outside the lighthouse. After you disrupted the ritual, I went in and found Alik'r's notes. I think I know where the Withered Hand has taken the third Ansei ward. Hunding's Watch. The Withered Hand is seeking out the birthplaces of the Ansei who forged the wards. Just as Alik'r did here, they can use these locations to corrupt the wards. The third Ansei, Halela, was born near Hunding's Watch. I am sure of nothing, but this is my suggestion for where you should begin your search. There is a wise woman in Hunding's Watch, Priestess Sermon. Perhaps she can give you more insight. Since both Alik'r and Uwafa have been dealt with, the Withered Hand may be considerably weakened. Perhaps the third Ansei ward is closer at hand than you realize. If the gods are with you, I believe you will recover it quickly. Yes, and he passed along your message. Though I'd much prefer to stay here, I will return to Master Zoré in Bergama shortly. I only wanted to share what I discovered with you and Prince Azah first. I could spend hours telling you about the role the Third Ward has played in history, but I would only put you to sleep. All you need to know is that the Withered Hand has it, and Hunding's Watch is the best place to start your search. Don't you? You've foiled their plans here and at Tuwaka's throne. You've defeated both Uwafa and Alik'r. I would imagine the Withered Hand is in considerable disarray.
Another sacrifice. Let's see if you're strong enough to be one of my pet kills.
A beating. That's a fine welcome for those bastards. If they hadn't outnumbered me... I came to join the Saltwalker militia, but a bunch of bandits stopped me, roughed me up, and tossed me to the side of the road. They didn't stop to answer questions, just told me to be on my way. You look pretty capable. Why don't you go up to the camp and figure it out for yourself?
What? Are you one of Gudar's thugs come to harass me again? You want your arm broken too? I guess not. Apologies, stranger. Ever since the bandits moved into our camp, we've all been on edge. And I suspect they've been scaring away new volunteers. There's bad trouble ahead, if you ask me.
You don't look like one of these flea-bitten bandits. Have you come to join the actual militia? The Saltwalker militia was formed to train up and join the war on the Covenant side, but a gang of bandits gradually joined up and then took over. Watch yourself, Wayfarer. The bully boys figure anyone who isn't with them is against them. Because we're barely trained militia, and they're all experienced fighters, we'd get slaughtered. Besides, Captain Uznagik, who's in charge of the actual militia, told us not to. Maybe he has some other plan, I don't know.
Hey, what's a little extortion among friends?
Why doesn't Gudars just let us run off Captain Uznagik and his militia rats? I'm tired of having to tiptoe around them and put up with their sneers. New here, ain't you? The boss Gudars is in charge of the camp now, but he says to wait before we run out the real militia milk drinkers. Says we need them for camouflage for a while. Do I look like a deep thinker? He makes the plans, I just follow orders. At least the boss lets us frighten off new milk drinkers from joining the others. That can be fun. Wait, you are one of us, right?
Are you from the Covenant Army? I didn't expect you quite this soon. Well, frankly, we're not ready. Sorry, stranger. I'm expecting a liaison from the Covenant military to visit and decide if our militia qualifies to join them. However, since Gudars took charge, I'm afraid there's little chance of that. Ha! Noticed that, did you? Yes. The camp is divided between those still loyal to the militia and those loyal to Gudars and his promises of easy living and gold. His gang are a little better than bandits. I suspect he's up to no good. Because I know Gudars from way back. We were in King Ramsay's service together. He was a good man then, and I have to believe there's still some good in him somewhere. Maybe it's just an old man's wishful thinking, but I'm not ready to fight him. And if you find out, maybe then I can decide what to do. Thank you. I accept your offer. Just be discreet about it. I don't want any fights breaking out.
I saw you talking to Captain Uznagik. I hope he's finally going to do something about these ruffians and thieves. Heard he used to be a pirate. Got his ship by ambushing a captain and cutting his throat in cold blood. Then he claimed the title of captain for himself and made it stick. He'd already gotten a gang of his own bully boys into the crew, and he bought some of the others. The opposition was shouted down or chased off. Same thing again is my guess. He gets his gang to infest the militia, gains our trust, then murders the captain and takes over. Why mess with success?
You don't look like one of Gudar's bruisers. What do you need?
Well, you can't just call him a bandit. He obviously has military experience, and he's smart. No doubt about that. He was someone of consequence before he sank to being a gang boss. Who knows? Perhaps he made a mistake and was disgraced and discharged. Or maybe he just developed a taste for gold and blood. Blood. I saw the look on his face when he killed our old captain. He enjoyed it.
I'm half a heartbeat from throwing you out of this camp. Why didn't you say so? I thought you were another Sand Eater come to fight for the Alik'r. Gudars is a great man, but he has a tragic history. It's given him a gruff exterior, but his bully boys would follow him anywhere. Because if you're part of his loyal crew, you get treated right. The pick of the loot and back up when you're in trouble. He learned how to handle troops when he was in the army. The Sentinel Army, under old King Ramsay. He was an agent, part of what you call military intelligence. Lived in Tava's Blessing, had a family and little ones. On a mission, he learned that some pirates were planning to raid Tava's. He reported what he'd heard, but the general dismissed it and sent him on another mission. The pirates raided Tava's Blessing and killed Gudar's family. He swore revenge and went rogue. Who could blame him?
What? You've come to the right man, mate. I've been with Gudars longer than anyone. I was part of the group that helped him take his first ship. That's right, mate. Gudars had a grudge against this Captain Krona, so he goes around and gets together a small gang of boys who are sharp with a blade and none too nice about it. We join the crew, he kills this Krona, and we take over the ship. Oh, we pirated for a while. But now with the war going on, all the navies are at sea and it's too dangerous. So, Gudars comes up with another scheme and we comes ashore to work it. But that's private, see? Only told you because I like you. Keep mum.
What have you learned of my old friend, Gudars? I see. That's terrible. But I don't see much left of the man I knew. And now he's demanding that I leave and take the other real militia with me, or die. We have no time left for wishful thinking. He's left us no choice. We have to adopt his own methods. Kill Gudars and cut off the head of the snake. I wish I was certain I'll succeed. Not too old to lead, but single combat against a younger man? Good. I hate to lose a battle in my own camp. Beat the drum in our combat arena, and Gudars will come to fight. He glories in turning the sand red with our recruits' blood, and set this up to show his prowess. It's time to show him yours instead.
Challenge. Good. I saw which tent you came out of, meddler. I'll make your death a painful one. This is your last chance to turn tail and run before I destroy you.
So you did it. I must admit, it's a relief. Traditionally, you would now be in command of the militia. But is that what you want? If not, who should be? Thank you. I appreciate your trust. We'll have to act fast, but the loyal troops and I will get this camp cleaned up on the double.
I think the Covenant will be proud of us.